However, they're not like Kurt Angle. They don't possess any of the three eyes. The only three eyes those Haas brothers possess are idiots, insecure, and above all, inexperienced. Oh, it's true. It's true.
Tonight, the Kliq takes on the Haas brothers. Charlie Haas, he's like the White Evander Holyfield, and Russ Haas, he's like that former kid from Silver Spoons. Shooter, tonight is gonna be a cakewalk, buddy, up high.
Charlie and Russ, I want you to think about this. You guys may have been good in college, but this isn't amateur wrestling. This is professional wrestling. I want you to think about my name. My name isn't Sports Entertainment Shultz. It's not Cut a Good Promo Shultz. It's Shooter. And tonight, I'm coming out with both barrels firing.
The Haas brothers on their way to the ring for this tag team matchup. It's coming up next.
Get behind the wheel.
Sweet home Alabama.
And turn it up. Here's your go.
Bring the stars of Memphis Championship Wrestling to your town.
Jonesboro, Arkansas, in just a few short weeks. Me and my brother are going to be wrestling on the biggest card of our careers. Showdown at the Nut House on the campus of Arkansas State University. You know, we've built our wrestling reputations in collegiate arenas all throughout the United States.
That's right, brother. The Haas brothers are going back to school. I loved college, man. The varsity wrestling team, the parties, the championships, the women.
Oh, I tell you, ASU women, watch out. But Jack and Dupp, you better watch out, because those belts are coming home with us around our waists, especially when you enter the Haas of Pain.
It is signed. The Haas brothers will be going for the Southern Tag title against the Dupps, the champions in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Showdown at the Nut House. Good seats still available. Spanky and Shooter Shultz with Jason Sensation set to take on the Haas brothers right now tonight on Memphis Championship Wrestling Unleashed. The Kliq have been having their problems with the Dupps, as you saw at the top of the program. Quite a hotbed of tag teams here currently in Memphis Championship Wrestling. It's going to be the Haas brothers that are going to get that big Southern Tag title shot in Jonesboro, Arkansas on the 21st. Coming up later today on Memphis Championship Wrestling, we've got gold on the line. Steve, Who's Your Daddy Bradley, will be defending the Southern Heavyweight title and the Power Pro Heavyweight title against the former Power Pro champion, the Spellbinder, right here tonight on our main event. Of course, the lovely Victoria will be along with Steve Bradley. We also have a hardcore match coming up. The hardcore rep, Alcoholic, starting up the hardcore division, will have the first hardcore match right here tonight on Memphis Championship Wrestling Unleashed, as Charlie Haas starts in against Shooter Shultz. Both fantastic mat wrestlers. The Haas brothers, of course, graduates of Seton Hall and a fantastic amateur wrestling background. Look at that. Hammerlock reversal out of Charlie. Floats into a side headlock, and now the wrist lock on Shooter Shultz. Winds back around, getting a little bit more leverage, and takes him down to the mat. First takedown of the matchup. Charlie Haas would be ahead on points at this point if this were an amateur wrestling match. Of course, it's not, as Shooter Shultz so demonstratively pointed out in his interview earlier tonight. Shooter Shultz throwing the rule book out the window early on in this matchup. Hammers away on Charlie over in the corner. Russ Haas, he's wanting in quick here. We've seen fantastic teamwork out of the Haas brothers over the past several weeks since they made their debut here in Memphis Championship Wrestling. They remind me a lot of the tag teams that have come through this area, like the Rock and Roll Express, the Fabulous Ones, the Rockers. I don't think anyone will deny that they are destined for a lot of success in their career. Monkey flip out of the corner. And Charlie Haas, now at this point, will take Shooter Shultz over in the corner. He's going to tag after Russ. All right, here comes one of those fantastic double team maneuvers I talked about. Look at the athleticism. A press down there for the cover. Count of 2. These Haas brothers have pulled out some double team maneuvers that I have never seen before. Very innovative on their offense, and both very agile. Clothesline takes Shooter Shultz out of his shoes there. Here comes Spanky in to try his. Takes a kick right to the jaw. Shot from Charlie Haas in the Kliq. finding themselves in trouble early on here on Memphis Championship Wrestling Unleashed. Shooter Shultz is going to go toe-to-toe with Russ. Oh, knee to the midsection. Man, it's Shooter Shultz. He's got a short temper, and he fires one off on Charlie. Charlie trying to make it in. Referee Mike Johnson keeping him out. And that's going to give Shooter a little bit more time to do some damage on his brother. Drapes him over the top rope. Here comes Spanky off. Guillotine leg drop. That clapping you hear is Jason Sensation at ringside cheering on the Kliq. Count of 2. That was about a 1.5. Spanky, possibly the quickest wrestler in Memphis Championship Wrestling. He's like a bolt of lightning. Now there's another shot on Charlie outside the ring, who storms back in. Referees going to try to detain him, and once again the Kliq find that their opportunity for some double teaming over here in the corner. They fire Russ off into the corner. Here comes Spanky. Oh man, what a kick. Okay, that was close to a tag, I guess. Sounded like one. Count of 1, 2. Russ Haas gets his shoulder up. Russ trying to gain a little momentum here, firing back on Shooter Shultz. You know, Shultz is like a little pit bull. He's got that fire plug body build, similar to a, I would say, a Chris Benoit. Wait a minute, Shultz, cover, 2. Russ Haas gets out of it, and now Shooter Shultz clinches in with a rear shin lock.
I can hear him saying you stuff. Come on, you
Referee checking to see if Russ wants to give it up. Russ is saying no. Let me take a quick opportunity here to remind everybody that the Memphis Maniacs, the XFL team, their first Memphis game will be tomorrow afternoon. Sunset flip, 2. Almost had him there. If you think the action is hot tonight, you'll want to be out at the Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium tomorrow afternoon for the first ever Memphis Maniacs home game. It's going to be a fantastic time. The cheerleaders will be out there. All right, Spanky, lateral press, 2. He had the leg hook, but Russ managed to power out of that one. Snapmare takedown, drop kick to the back of the head, into the ropes for momentum, and what a kick right to the face. He's going to go for another pin. Russ is really close to the ropes here. Gets a shoulder up.
That was 3, and you know it. How many times?
I don't think Russ really realizes where he's at. He's in a bad spot. Wrong quarter to be in over there. Both men jockeying around down the center of the ring, trying to gain the advantage. And Spanky with the suplex.
Come on, finish him off, Spanky.
The daredevil of the Kliq going for another high-risk maneuver. Somersaults in and catches the knees. Russ got the knees up just in the nick of time. Fires off a shot to Spanky. He's got to try to get his way over to the corner and tag Charlie. Oh, that's going to slow him down a little bit right there. We're into the ropes. And Spanky has him. Russ Haas, wait a minute, he's up and over, reverses it, comes around behind. Spanky trying to get out of it. Belly to back suplex.
Come on, Spanky.
Spanky just a few feet from his corner. Russ Haas, quite a distance.
Please, come on. Please, you got a tag. Come on.
Jason Sensation trying to get his, come on, Spank, make the tag. But there's the tag on Charlie Haas, who comes in after Shooter Shultz. Fist to the jaw, fires him off into the ropes. Setting up for a back body drop. Connects it. Now he's trying to get his brother. Look out, Spanky behind him. Acid drop. And he used the Haas' own brother to help out in that maneuver.
Come on.
Here comes Spanky in. Man.
Get up, you moron. Come on, Spanky.
Spanky now gonna go up high. Moonsault. But Charlie catches him, has him up in the air. Tombstone maybe? No, just slams him down to the mat. Goes for the cover. Shooter Shultz in. And Shooter applying the Shooter clutch submission maneuver. It's going to be all over for the Haas Brothers. Wait a minute. There's Russ behind. The hold is broken. This game still alive. German suplex snaps Shooter Shultz in half. We've got everybody out on the mat. Spanky back to his feet first, fires in with a drop kick. And now climbs the ropes. Frog splash out of Spanky. Oh, but he hurt himself on that one. Could not take advantage for the pin. Here comes Russ cannonballing in. Down for the cover. Shooter breaks up that one. All four men still in the ring. And now, the Haas Brothers setting up for total hostility. And brother, do they nail it? 1, 2, 3. The Haas Brothers take the victory over the Kliq. The Haas Brothers will go on to Jonesboro, Arkansas, February. Wait a minute. Here come the Dupps in the ring. And they go to work on the Kliq, stomping away on Shooter Shultz. A little bit of revenge for what happened last week. This bowed up a little unhinged. Jack Dupp has a hold of Spanky. They toss the Kliq outside of the ring. Take out Jason Sensation at the same time. And look out, the Haas Brothers and the Dupps are going toe-to-toe. We have a little preview of the showdown at the Nut House. These two teams will meet for the Southern Tag Team titles February 21st, and the Dupps make a hasty retreat.
Come on!
Coming up later today, we have that title matchup. Steve Bradley puts up all the gold against the Spelbinder, and we have the Spelbinder standing by with comments.
Steve Bradley, tonight is payback. Tonight, Spelbinder gets his title back. Oh, and by the way, if that stripper girlfriend of yours gets involved, I'm going to show her what a real man's all about. So, you know.
Well, I already won the WWF Hardcore title. I won it in Newark Airport. I beat Crash Holly when he wasn't looking. I hit him over the head with a bag, and I took the title from him there. Unfortunately, in Newark Airport, I was celebrating my recent victory, and I wasn't paying attention, and Crash hit me over the head with a scale. That scale that he carries around with him. That's how I lost it there. And last year, I won it at WrestleMania against Thrasher. And by then, I was a complete mess. I was covered in blood and needed, a ton of stitches afterwards. But that's not what I'm looking for. My goals are bigger. I'm looking to be the Southern Heavyweight title holder. And I'm having a good time in singles competition. People are behind me, and I'm having a good time as far as just going out there and being myself. And one day, I will become the Southern Heavyweight title holder. That hardcore stuff hurts.
Well, hardcore stuff is what we have right now. The fabulous Rocker making his way to the ring. We have hardcore rep, Alcoholic, set to officiate this matchup. Not many rules. Rocker getting set to take on Enrique based on the actions. The last, hey, we got a girl ready to take on Rocker down there. I think she could take him, too. Enrique and Rocker, wait a minute. That's not Enrique. Well, it is in a way, but it's Bitty Little making his return to Memphis Championship Wrestling. Wait a minute, we've got Bitty Little, Rocker, Alky. It's a hardcore matchup. I'm having flashbacks. I thought they tore Mardi Gras down. They're Rocker in. Quickly with the fist, we've got the weapons in the ring, courtesy of Bitty Little, trash can lid. Rocker's got it setting up. Oh, my God, nailed him with it. Rules of a hardcore matchup here in Memphis Championship Wrestling are simple. You can get your pinfall anywhere. Oh, hey, speaking of pinfall, we got one. Alky down. Only a count of one. May have been three if Alky would have moved a little faster. There you see his shirt. Old Timer's Nightmare, grab a hold and you're fired. That's the motto of the hardcore division. No disqualification, no time limit. We go until somebody gets their ass kicked. Bitty Little with those fists taped up, hammering away on Rocker. And it's Biddy's turn to grab a weapon. What does he got? Ow! One of those cooking sheets. Bends it across. Rocker's newly blonde hair. Hey, a wrestling move. Suplex out of Biddy Little. Sets that trash can lid. The crowd says, kick him in the head. Well, there you go. Alki has said that in the upcoming weeks, he will be determining a hardcore champion for Memphis Championship Wrestling. Trash can across the head. Cover. Alki down. Count of 2, and Rocker rolls the shoulder up. And Biddy Little. This is one crazy son of a... Oh, man, he just got low bridge there. I can tell you, Biddy Little has no regard for his body whatsoever. Back when KAW was around, I saw Biddy Little in some bloody battles. And look at Rocker off the top rope. Down onto Biddy Little on the floor. I was going to say I've seen Biddy Little in some bloody battles. Full of weapons. Absolutely no regard for his body. I think he's just too dumb to feel pain. And now Fabulous Rocker has that garbage can up and slings it right across his head. That's got to be it for Biddy Little here. Rocker close to getting the first win here in Alki's new hardcore division. Computer keyboard, oh, man, the keys went flying everywhere. Biddy Little's brain rattled, DDT. That's it right there. Mark it down in your history book. Rocker with the count of 2, and Biddy Little gets the shoulder up. Brother, this guy can take some punishment. Rocker got out. No! Some kind of metal something. Biddy Little trying to fight back here. Biddy now with another one of those trash can lids. As Rocker fires him into the ropes, clowns him. Crowd getting kind of bloodthirsty here. They're saying, hit him again. Oh, uh-oh. Wait a minute, Biddy. What's he got there? A pool stick, a broom handle? Ow! Man, did he tee off on the Rocker. Rocker's not going to be feeling too sexy for quite a while now. Biddy Little should have gone for the cover earlier. He was 1, 2. Yeah, that's what I thought Rocker got out of it. Biddy Little gave him too much time there. Over up on the rope, preening for the crowd. Well, I guess he had to do that. It's the return of Biddy Little. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Toolbox. Look out, Rocker. Ooh, right across the top of the head. Alki just kind of watching the action. That's all he can do. He can't stop any of it. All he can do is count a pin. Big fist of Biddy Little from the hills of Arkansas. Hey, if Biddy Little is back, what about his sister Anita? Anita Little. She was kind of cute. Rocker somehow back up to his feet. Ah, there's going back to Old Faithful. His trusty sign. Ooh! That one stunned Biddy and everybody here in attendance. 1, 2, and a through. No! Biddy Little out of it. Rocker has won countless matches using that sign. Garbage can, top of the head. Now what's Rocker? Power bomb onto the garbage can. No! Biddy reverses. Back drops him over onto it. Biddy Little now bending the trash can back into some kind of shape. What's he gonna do with it? No, he's stuffing Rocker into the trash can. Rocker in a very bad spot here. Biddy Little up to the second. Man, Rocker's all the way across the ring. He'll never hit that. My God, look at the distance on that leg drop. The cover, 2, 3, And Biddy Little has won this hardcore matchup. Biddy Little is back. Alcoholic raising his hand, Rocker completely out of it.
What do I think of the hardcore division? I think anybody can do it. These guys get in there with chairs and tables and beat each other with weapons. I've been hit in the head a few times, got a few concussions from taking a chair, but that was coming from behind, hit me in the back. How many of those guys can get in the ring with just these? Snap somebody's ankle, break somebody's arm. To tell you the truth, I don't have too much respect for the hardcore division.
Brandon. Hey, Brandon. It's me, Victoria. Yeah. No, I'm kind of worried about this match coming up in Jonesboro. Yeah, I am. Well, we're taking on Lawler and the Cat? Come on now. Well, you better fight. Have you found us a partner yet? What? Who? Are you serious? I thought he was dead. No, better think of someone good. Okay? Bye.
Attention fans, have you always dreamed of working in the professional wrestling business? Well, here's your chance.
Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath because he knows the time is short. Let him who have understanding reckon the number of the beast. My number. The number 7. Thrasher / you tried to annihilate a bond that I had created with 7. You tried to enter my world. You entered my Bermuda Triangle and you disappeared forever. And now 7 will be reborn. He will give new life to the center of my triangle. With his life, he will take those lives that I choose, those lives that I deem to be taken.
I'm outrageous, I'm contagious, and on February 21st in Jonesboro, Arkansas, I will be Rodrageous because I'm lined up with Kliq of the World Wrestling Federation. Now, KK, I know you've traveled up and down these roads in Memphis, time in and time out, night after night. Well, I'll tell you what, it's my turn to shine. The only thing that is going to be quick in this match, baby, is how quick I take your spot as a World Wrestling Federation superstar. And as for you, 7, you sure your name is 7? Because I was talking to some big fat lady last week, and she was telling me your name should be 3.
Okay, here comes 7 on his way to the ring, or should I call him 3? Or, well, really, that's none of my business. Rodrageous. Own comments there. 7 in the ring for singles competition against Rodrageous, who will be making his way into the ring any minute now. Referee Robert Malone for this one, and here he comes. Leopard skin pants and feathered boa, the new look. Rodrageous. Outrageous, contagious. He has a big task ahead of him. Tonight on Memphis Championship Wrestling Unleashed, he faces the Big 7. Let me take this opportunity as the bell sounds here and we get this matchup underway. Let me remind you guys, this weekend, Friday night, we'll be in New Bern, Tennessee at the National Guard Armory. Always look forward to coming into New Bern and Memphis Championship Wrestling. We'll be in Holly Springs, Mississippi at the National Guard Armory Saturday night. Bell time, 8 o'clock, our first time to go to Holly Springs, Mississippi. Look forward to seeing all the Memphis Championship Wrestling fans out there in Holly Springs. Rodney reverses the hip toss. Tell 7 to get up. There's an arm drag. Drop kick out of Rodrageous. And 7 kind of stunned by this. And hey, ref, back him up there a little bit.
Come on, scary guy, let's go, baby.
Rodrageous. Now the guy full of patience. He wants to get this matchup underway. 7, of course, plays a lot of mind games during the matchup. No Scott Vick at ringside. We heard from him a few minutes ago, but conspicuous by his absence here. Rodney ducks the clothesline. Fires 7 off into the ropes. Backdrop. Drop kick. And 7 is rattled over. Ah, here we go. Tosses Rodrageous out of the ring. That's going to buy Seven a little bit of time here. Both these competitors scheduled for action not only this weekend, but in Jonesboro, Arkansas, Wednesday night, February 21st. It's already been announced that Rodrageous will be taking on Kliq from the World Wrestling Federation. Seven will be in tag team action that night. He'll be teaming up with Scott Vick. Of course, that big main event. Triple H, the game, takes on WWF champion Kurt Angle, title on the line in Jonesboro, Arkansas. What a fantastic night of wrestling action it's going to be as Rodney set up in the corner for that steamroller clothesline. Crowd taunting Seven, but it's Rodney up and around as Seven charges in. He's got him in the crucifix. Down for a pin. Ref down. 1 and a 2. Not enough to hold him. Whoa, that's going to take Rodney down for a little bit there. Seven has him over in the ropes. Foot to the throat. Referee starting the count. Seven always in danger of being disqualified. This isn't a hardcore matchup, Seven. Seven moving back in. There's Rodney right where he wants him. Fires him off into the ropes. Misses with the clothesline. What a float over and DDT out of Rodney. Both men down on the canvas. Just want to let you guys know that coming up next week on Memphis Championship Wrestling, Pete Gas is going to get a title opportunity. He's going to face the winner of tonight's matchup between Steve Bradley and the Spellbinder. So Rodney, Pete Gas said, oh, look out. Seven blew the mist. Rodney ducks it. Fires away on Seven. Spinning kick. And now Rodney taking advantage of that situation. Climbing the ropes. There have been many people in Memphis Championship Wrestling that have been pinned due to that mist in the face. Rodney ducks it. High Society onto Seven. He's going to get it. Referee Malone down. 2, 3. Rodney has done it. He's beaten Seven. I'd consider this somewhat of an upset. Very early on in the singles career of Rodrageous, pulling out the big victory as he looks towards Kate Rush. Jonesboro, Arkansas, February 21st, and look at the look on Seven's face.
The hardcore division in MCW, Memphis hardcore, you don't know what hardcore is, man. I stayed in Puerto Rico for a year. I saw hardcore. I fought every single day with people throwing spark plugs at me. I fought every day in 100-degree weather. I lived at the Dahlia with crack whores and prostitutes and crack dealers and heroin addicts all outside my door every single day, man. You don't know what hardcore is. I grew up in Boston. I grew up with a father who didn't even want me. I grew up with a dad who stayed all day at a bar. I grew up with my mom out trying to support 3 kids by herself because my father was never there. Well, you know what mofo is? Mofo is and that's what that turned me into. So you know what? You asked me if I like hardcore. I love hardcore because that's the whole reason I got into wrestling. I got into wrestling so I could hit people with stuff. I didn't get into wrestling so I could do arm bars. I didn't get into wrestling so I could put headlocks on somebody. I got into so I could beat out of people, and that's what I like to do. That's why I am the baddest mofo in Mempho. And you ask me about hardcore? Bring hardcore to me because
behind the wheel.
Sweet home Alabama.
Well, there's a lot of guys who need hardcore to get over. Some of us don't need it, but I can do either style, doesn't matter. You want to see me bash people in the faces with chairs? Let me show you what happened last week with the Dupps. I got a 10-gauge earring tore right out of my ear. Finished the match, no problem. I'm tough. I'm bad. I can take chairs, barbed wire, whatever they want. I'm just, MCW, if they're going to change the rules, make it a little more hardcore. Maybe they need to see a little more hardcore. Maybe Joey Abs should get hardcore. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, Brandon, have you found us somebody? Yeah, I'm kind of freaking out about this match coming up. Yeah, I can handle Cat. I don't know about you and Lawler, though. What are you doing?
No, what are you doing?
I'm kind of worried about my match coming up.